on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Black Knights will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Eastern Michigan's offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Connors. Under fire. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down and then down to the 42.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Catch in the middle, it's Soto. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Coleman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. Rushes on him. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Eagle! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Defense in press coverage. Gets the back moving. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Turning it on. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle and runs through another guy. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Black Knights are on the move. Off play action on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Hits the open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Black Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Army! Play the analytics here, and you go for two. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Connors. He spins that thing down the middle.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Black Knights! Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete two-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke answered the bell away from Durham today with an impressive victory. The Blue Devils knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Looking downfield, it's Connors. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. That's reeled in. It's Soto. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's McLeod. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw. It's Connors. Moves away as he feels pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback keeper. Gets it past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He got it. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. To the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Creates a little space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The Black Knights, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now they'll run the draw. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have one period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Connors. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection in the... Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to pass, it's Connors. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes to... Oh, he's got some space. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got some room in him to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bring in the heat. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
38, Army, 23.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Connors. Steps away. Snagged in the middle, it's Soto. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They boot it away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Looking for room, it's Kelly. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And the Black Knights want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're...
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays got...